As a Christian and in the finance world, what do you think about usury, interest? What do I think about usury or interest? Well, let's define usury because words have meaning. What does usury mean?
Here's the definition of usury: the illegal action or practice of lending money at unreasonably high rates of interest.
Okay, so based off that definition, and of course, it's quite relative to what you kind of alluded to. I'm not for it if it's my money, but I'm not against it in principle because it's operating off of simple. If you have convenience on your side, if you have what someone else wants, you have leverage. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you define it, what you call it. If you have leverage on someone, meaning you have what they need, but they have what you want, you have leverage. There is no negotiating. You set the prices. You set the parameters. You get what you want. They are at your mercy. Again, how do you get a psychopath to change their mind? You do what that psychopath did to someone else. You do that same thing to them until they change their ways, until they say, ouch, that hurts. Please stop torturing me or hurting me or whatever. So I don't want to say this and it come off like I don't have empathy for those who get caught up in, like, let's say student loan is a good example, or a payday loan, or high interest credit card or something like that. I have empathy for it because I've been there myself. I've been there. It sucks. But if you think about it, the state of Alaska, perfect example. Right now, downstairs, we have a little small store, a shop at, that has beer and cigarettes and chips and what have you, TVs and whatnot. But there's not a lot on stock. Obviously, it's just meant there to be convenience. That convenience is leverage because they can charge whatever they want, because the only other option is a 45-minute drive down the street, or to go to Fairbanks, which is an hour drive. And then the next closest thing is small towns, spread it out all the way to Anchorage, 5 hours away. This store that is right down the hall from me has leverage over me, meaning you could call it usury if they're charging whatever they want, because those prices are not normal. Trust me, there's no dollar menu in the store downstairs. Is it wrong to leverage having what someone else needs? I don't know. How do you measure taking advantage of someone? If a credit card company says, we're going to give you $15,000, it's all yours right now, do whatever you want with it. Of course, if you spend it, you're going to pay it back, and you're going to pay it back extra. Now make a choice. College loans. I don't care if you're 16, 17, 18 years old, and they say, hey, we'll pay for your college. We'll pay for your room and board. We'll pay for your food and a little bit extra. Here's the parameters. If you take our money, you're going to pay us back. And if it's not on time, if you miss a payment, there will be interest attached to it. Now, stop before you take the money and make a choice. Do you want this money? Knowing what you know, with the fine print available, yes, we omitted and we hid the fine print and we made it small and we stacked it up under a ton of pages, but we gave you all the information. You could have hired a lawyer to read the fine print, to go through it, to acknowledge the hidden clauses in the back. But we're giving you a choice right now. Do you want our money? And you have all these adults, all these grown folk, young, old, what have you. All these adults making decisions to take money, with the fine print being available, with all the information being available. YouTube videos on credit cards, YouTube videos on student loans. I make videos on going to the military, serve 4 years, you get a free education. Some people watch that video and say, you know what, I'll go to college first, and then I'll go officer or whatever. Of course, it's your choice, but it's a decision. So I'm for it only in the sense that if you have all the information available to you, not that was given to you, but if it's available anywhere that you can go research something, and you don't do that, or let's say you do it. Let's say you do read all the information, all the fine print, and then you go and say, you know what, I will sign on dotted line. I will take your money. Thank you. You're responsible. You're responsible. Whatever fine print, whatever percentage rate you get, pay it back. Pay it back. And I mean, it's simple as that. It's not easy to say. It's not easy to live out because obviously I've had a credit card. I've been there. I made a video on this channel about paying off a credit card in 6 months. Go watch that video. I had to pay that money, but that money's not mine. That money was not mine. I had to pay the money back. I signed the dotted line for the credit card. It was approved for me. You know, I got to pay it back. So, yeah, my opinion is quite objective in nature that if you take somebody's money knowing or not knowing, it doesn't matter. I mean, ignorance is not an excuse. Not in 2021, not in 2020, not in, if you had a cell phone nearby anywhere, not excuse. Not excuse. It's unfortunate, but that's just my kind of unpopular opinion. That's just my thought process. But good question though. That's a very good question. By the way, Christianity has nothing to do with my opinion. For me, it was just simple logic. You take somebody's money, they tell you how you got to pay it back. Pay it back.